Everyone, we'll start here in a moment. Yeah, sorry, I won't focus any more than. See if I can.
I have a question. It said we're being recorded. Where will this video be available? Will it be available?
Yes, the video will be posted on the district Facebook page, and it will also be posted on the council YouTube account.
Okay, sweet, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, but Mary, it's not gonna be available to you.
That's a bit of a switch there to get all that information on it.
Doesn't seem to let me make people co-host, Darren.
That's fine. Michael start it right now, and if you need to switch it over again.
Yeah, I'll make Michael host again. You're host again, Michael.
All right.
Whenever you're ready, I'm gonna leave it in this view right here.
Alrighty, we are going to open the Olympic District Roundtable for this month. Please, if you're on Zoom, please sign in and in the chat, put what your name and your unit, please. And we're gonna start the roundtable like we normally do. Mike, you can go.
All right. Is it showing my nope. Sorry, one second, guys. There we go. You got my desktop up now?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Those in uniform, please salute. Those who are not, put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God, my country, to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
A Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
Alrighty, for the hot topic we got going on right now, we have special needs and scouting with disability training, March 16th. We also have the annual dinner and auction at Star Center in Tacoma that same day, March 16th.
Unlike the other videos that we've put together this week, which were answering questions, I actually have just a suggestion. I happen to be a grandparent of 8 grandchildren, and they all live at least 1,000 miles away. So my wife and I really don't have the time or the ability now with COVID to see up close our grandchildren other than this kind of video or FaceTime or Zoom or whatever we can do. So my message for Scouts and their families is during this time when we're all hunkered down,
Michael, we're not seeing the video, just you.
You may be fortunate enough to have grandparents who live near you. Or
oh, you guys aren't seeing the video?
Who you might be
Or
able
then jump to you.
But even if they live in your same town, we know lots of grandparents who can't see their grandchildren other than on Zoom or FaceTime. So I'm just hoping that if you're hearing this message and your grandparents are not somebody you've been able to give a hug to for the last 3-4 weeks, or however long this is going to go on, give them a spontaneous call call them up, send them an email, text them. Your grandparents probably miss you a lot, and they probably miss not being able to read to you or hold you or share a meal with you. Some of us are trying to do that on Zoom, but it's not the same. And it seems to us that most of the time we're having to try to contact our grandchildren, and it may interrupt their day. So my wish for all scouts and their families is remember your grandparents and reach out, because they may be just as lonely as you are. And if you are lonely, they're good people to talk with to see if you can cheer up. And one of these days, sometime in the next several weeks or months, or however long it is, we'll all be able to get together again. I wish everybody the best, and I hope everyone stays safe. Do the best you can, and we look forward to the time when this whole episode is something we can read in a history book instead of living it.
I honestly don't know where that came from. I'm sorry.
Great message.
I know.
I was trying to figure out what you were doing, but you're good, buddy.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll just let it play.
All right. So
Wonderful moms.
If it runs out of the room, we'll call somebody.
let's start again with the hot topics. Special needs and scouting with disabilities training at the Tacoma Scout Office 3/16/2024. Same 3/16, we're doing the alumni auction at Star Center. April 6th, we're IOLS. April 13th, there's Leave No Trace trainer course at Thunderbird. April 20th is the Pacific Harbor Alumni Awards Luncheon. 4/27, we're doing the Olympic District Pinewood Derby at the Black Hills Mall. And then May 10th, we're doing the Ebola training. May 17th, we're doing Wood Badge. Also coming up, we have the Olympic District Awards and Awards Dinner. So make sure you guys put in, I know you guys got the application to put in your applicants. So put those in so we can have some our leaders recognized. So tonight's roundtable is about membership and recruitment. So our membership moment tonight is going to be membership is the responsibility of all scouters, leaders, units, districts, and councils. By working together and sharing ideas, we can strengthen units by strengthening their membership growth and retention plans. The membership moment is the newest addition to Roundtable to help units grow their membership and retain their scouts. The membership moment is supported by national materials. It will be updated regularly on the Roundtable support page. Roundtable membership moments will also be available on the membership and marketing hub. Membership moments are 1 to 2 minute ideas to share with your district about a membership recruiting or retention idea. Ideally, membership minutes will be delivered by the district membership chair to each roundtable. They should share the information as they deem best. Discussion PowerPoints or read them if necessary. This gives units and districts the opportunity to discuss membership ideas at roundtable and collaborate together and get new ideas from each other. New roundtable time formats, which include the membership moment, have been added to the roundtable support page. Mike, do the safety moment, buddy.
Yep.
Well, he's pulling that up. All those dates he gave is actually on the council calendar already.
Yes.
So you go to the- you do.
What do nuclear power plants, construction sites, aircraft carriers, and many hospitals have in common with scouting? All of these entities are constantly looking for ways to eliminate hazards that could be life-altering or fatal. One tool used by many safety-conscious groups is a safety moment or safety briefing that start each meeting or activity with a pause to discuss a hazard or risk that can be prevented. Why? Because the safety moment focuses the attention of the group on safety and how to achieve it. Let's talk about who, what, when, where, and how to do a safety moment in scouting. Who can deliver a safety moment? Every youth or leader with some preparation can step up. Go ahead, don't be shy. So when and where should a safety moment be delivered? The ideal time is at the beginning of a meeting. Your roundtable, board, or committee meeting are just before an activity, especially for those programs that have above average risks, like going shooting, climbing, or engaging in aquatics activities. You're probably asking yourself, but what makes a great safety moment? Almost anything that focuses or educates on the audience on a topic makes a great safety briefing. While the BSA publishes several safety moments, you can also create your own. Topics can include the use of checklists or safety tools such as pause, or focus on something specific like hydration, safe driving, or simply the location of fire extinguishers, AEDs, or evacuation routes at your meeting place. The Guide to Safe Scouting, the Scouting Safely website, and the health and safety newsletters are also great sources of ideas. Discussing a past incident or near miss is fine if the focus is on learning and prevention, not blame. Finally, how should the safety moment be delivered? If you have information that's accurate, all safety moments should be delivered using facts, simple language, and should be appropriate to the audience. Using a handout, slides, or a demonstration will help to assure that those who hear the message understand it and know how to apply it. The message should be delivered in a few minutes. Just make it simple, easy to understand, and help the group know how to apply the message. Thanks for watching, and if you have a favorite safety moment, send it to us at health.safety@scouting.org. We may publish yours.
I haven't been to Roundtable forever, but so I'll help them out in the third year, deciding some dates of upcoming things. There's one I didn't hear was the OA, that's NLS/PWC. It's akin to with that's for OA. Opportunity, I think, till 19 and 20 in Greenville. And so it's a good one to be aware of.
I'm sorry, what was that again?
It's NLS, National Leadership Seminar / DYLC, which is Developing Youth Leadership.
Right.
I didn't hear that one come out, so.
No, it's not on council calendar. That's an OA thing, and I think the OA put it out through the lodge master to all the OA folks. So, yeah, for some reason, it's just not on the council calendar. So I've seen the advertisements because I'm the lodge master and I see the emails still out. So I do know the people that, anybody in OA have seen that about the new NLS being taught at Camp Shepherd, right?
I heard it from my youth, but I didn't get it.
It's not Camp Shepherd, it's
It's one of the camps nearby.
Eatonville.
Oh, it's in Eatonville, you're right. So if you're not getting it lodge stuff, shoot an email to either Paul Taylor or even myself and I'll forward it to them and they'll make us figure out why.
Yeah,
you're
some
not getting it.
stuff's coming through, but it hasn't been.
If you haven't paid your OA dues, that might be a reason.
I did just get the portal email.
Okay.
The new one. I was like, okay,
So,
sounds new.
but yeah.
Special opportunity in may not be obvious, is that's a roving training session
Yes.
throughout the region. And it's not often that it's in Washington State, so it's one of those, this is a good time to go do that.
RCST cover, it's us, Oregon, Northern California, part of Nevada now, I think, and all the way over to Wisconsin and Hawaii. So, yeah, it's not always gonna be in Washington.
A lot of the OA events are on the calendar and you can link your Google calendar to the
Right.
council calendar. Like I do that because I see a lot of stuff at council getting put in there.
Right.
So you can always do that too.
So-
Mary commented, the sound is awful. What are we talking about?
Yeah, I was like, I'm sure the people there can't hear what we're saying, but.
Yeah, they can.
They can, we tested it earlier.
Oh, okay.
Mike, can you share the screen, give it to Darren so Darren can go through the marketing material on these?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm a switch host over now.
All right, thank you.
So now we're gonna, before we go into do the, how.
You're
we're
good to
set-
go.
moving on marketing. Darren is, gonna go over the new process of the, marketing material on the council website and how to find it.
Here, let me share the screen for this on one. Oh, shit. This isn't my, this is somebody else's. Yeah. So if you haven't been to the council website in a while, we have been working on it, and it's still got a long ways to go. Mark said this is new, and when it's actually not new, this is something we started last year. And every pack should have gotten a letter. We didn't send out to troops, but every pack key 3 member of the key 3 should have gotten a packet that has some of this information in it. We mailed it out to every key 3 member. But if you didn't get it and you want it, we got to update it. We will probably send it out again this year. But the information was pretty easy. You should not have to pay, with some exception, anything for recruitment stuff from the council. And apparently that rumor is out there still that you have to pay for flyers and stuff. That went away a year and a half ago when I got here, because we should not be charging for that stuff. So if you're on the council website, the upcoming events are scrolling across the top. But over here at the More button, if you drop down and just go to Resources and click on the Resources. Okay, sorry, not click, just let it come up. There's a couple things in here that Mark wanted me to point out, and I'll go down to the recruitment materials first. So I'm going to click on the recruitment materials, and on the website, it says right here, your menu of recruitment materials that your scout unit can order. You just click on the link below, and you can get printed flyers, posters, yard signs. We're out of yard signs right now, we're trying to get more ordered. And he's got some over there. Peach Jar, because it's $25 to submit Peach Jar. If you don't know what Peach Jar is, it's what a lot of schools use now to put up flyers. We'll pay half of that for you. You just have to work it through the council. We will also on Facebook and Instagram ads for you. So if you've got a recruitment event coming up, you let us know about that recruitment event. And then about 3 days out, we will geo-fence, or they got another name for it now, geo-advertise. We will geo-advertise for that. And basically what we do is if it's at, Adam Elementary School, Tricia can go in, she can put a 3-mile circle around it, target the audience to the 22 to 35-year-old non-millennial or non-legacy mother. And that's our target audience for Cub Scouts, and Scouts, scouting age youth. And then we set that up, and if you're on Facebook, advertisements, you get those advertisements on the site will hopefully pop up. If that's one of the things they're interested in, if they say youth activities or anything like that. So we can do that for you. We don't charge for that. We also have an ordering form that's all online. And so if you need something, we're supposed to have 2 kits here at Thunderbird. I found out today we only have 1, so we'll get that fixed. And then up at the council office, we have 3 recruitment kits. Some of the materials you see out here today is what's in the recruitment kits. So very easy to do. You fill in your name. It's asked, do you want flyers? Yes. Do you need posters? Yes. Do you want yard signs? Yes. Tiffany in. And then some of the items that you can check out, the game that's right there, sitting on the floor. There's the toss game that's over there. There's some Yahtzee dice. We don't have that out. There's a checkerboard game. We have this here, the little ring or whatever you call that beanbag toss thing. And then we also have this big sign over there that you saw when you came in. That's all available to check out for free if you're going to have a recruitment night. So, also, it all comes with a roller tote. There's a pull-up banner. We don't have that out here. We have this here, though, right? It's broken. Okay, we got to order some more. But you can also check out inside the recruitment kit is that tablecloth right there that fits on a 6-foot table. The recruitment kit also has, and we're going to update it when the new Cub Scout stuff comes in. So you don't have to buy your own books and stuff for your recruitment table. It has all the books for all the different levels. Flyers, and then we will have some key giveaways. Right now, all we have available or is the knot board. We have the knot board, and we're going to give them a piece of string. You can give those out, but we're also ordering things like frisbees and rulers and pencils and stuff that will be part of that, that are consumables that you'll be able to pass out as you need to. And also in there, and Mark's going to talk about how to set up a join night here in a little bit. If there's something that's not on here that you want, please let us know. because we're looking for things to put into the recruitment kits. We think we've got a good start, the people have used them, I know Mark uses it religiously. He comes out, checks it out all the time, and he's used it at the fair, and yeah, they're good kits. We've tried to think of the things that would be, you know, that you could get kids to come, you know, that are just walking around, and all of a sudden there's something for them to do at your recruitment night.
One thing I might suggest, but I don't think you said, was, old patches.
Yes, we usually put a bag of patches in each
Yeah,
kit too.
because a lot of times we don't have anywhere to go for those, or they're now expired. A lot of times kids love walking away with a
Yeah.
patch or
So,
something. So
and
that
Jessica
might be-
has them in the kits up there. I don't know if we've sent any down here yet, but we'll get this one down here in stock too. Yeah, so old patches, then anything your unit wants to put in. Some of the stuff we have over there that can also be part of a joint night, we've got, and all this stuff we will get you if you just ask us for. You gotta give us enough time. You can't tell us on Friday afternoon at 4:30 that you need it tomorrow.
Yeah,
But you just give us a, you know, a week leeway, and we will get the stuff to you, or you come pick it up.
yeah, when we did ours, I think Nicole and I had talked about like flyers about summer camps that were coming, or additional things
That will be
like
in there too.
that.
Yeah,
Were things that we took in the moment that not necessarily were added in the existing.
right.
We just had
We added
extra things.
Scout Life magazine too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anything like that, like I said, these are available, check out for free. The only thing we ask is that you check them out a day or two before you need it, and make sure you bring it back so that we can get other units. We're trying to get more and more units to use them. We're seeing more units probably in the Tacoma area using them than down here. That's just because they have more units and we're closer than most of you out here. So any questions about the recruitment kits? But you do the line on form, or you do the form online, boy, I got that twisted. You do the form online. We do ask that if you want to do a voluntary discount, that helps us replace the stuff. Not required, but if you want to as a unit, say, yeah, we really appreciate this and give us $10, that's great. Not a requirement though. Any questions about the recruitment kits? Again, you can order it all online, just go straight to Jessica up at the council office, and she'll arrange to get you, she'll be in contact with you and get the.
One thing I just thought about, Darren, and I don't know, is I wonder if it might be good to put some, since we're going to be using these out in like really public spaces, put some FOS flyers in there in case somebody comes up and says, hey, I don't really want to be in Scouts, I don't have any kids in Scouts, but I want to give you guys some money or something. Maybe we could hand those out as if somebody comes up and asks about them.
There's some in there, John,
Yeah, they're already
Oh, there is.
out on this list.
Oh, okay.
on the list.
Well, there's some stuff
Sorry, I don't
that's
have
on
a list in front of me.
that we didn't put on the list, because if you check out the kit, you're gonna get it automatically.
Yeah, because there's some BSA alumni flyers in there also, and that's not on the list because we're trying to recruit, you know, leaders too.
Question there. At one point in time, there was talk of potentially helping units pay for vendor spaces.
Yes, we will do that too.
Okay, so how do they go about?
Just either contact me or just contact Jessica at the council office and say, and I haven't told you this yet, because I just signed this up for it, but they got this duck dash. Where's it at? Someplace anyway, on June 1st, but if the unit was gonna run that and there was a fee to that, you know, now we also have to weigh the cost of that versus how many people you plan to recruit. If you're just gonna do it for your unit at a very small venue, then you're probably gonna have to pay for it, but if you're gonna do it in a very public event, contact us and we can either pay for the whole, you know, if it's $100 fee to set up a table, we'll figure out a way to pay for the whole thing, most of it, or do some type of cost share.
Okay.
But yeah, don't assume that you have to pay for the whole thing. We'll figure out a way to help you. So did you want me to talk real quick about the Growing Leaders Fund?
Growing Leaders Fund one.
So the other thing under this tab of more, and this is where most of our stuff is located. If you come down to resources and you go over here to the Growing Leaders Fund, as you're recruiting people, if you have somebody that needs help, please let us know. We've got donors that are more than willing to help. And we've also got some continuous funds that go into this. We have a grant that we get every year to help with the Growing Leaders Fund. Now, it is still finite, you know, we don't have all the money in the world. So whenever a unit or a charter org can help them first, we prefer that so we can spread out what we have even further. But it's right under the resources tab, Growing Leaders Fund. And then it's just a simple application process here. It does ask, did the Scout sell popcorn, you know, because we want them to earn their way when possible. But if it's a new scout, we obviously know they can, just say new scout. You know, if there's something on there, don't worry about the questions, don't feel that that's an automatic disqualifier. Answer the question honestly, get it to us, and then we'll be in contact with you and let you know, how much we can help with. Our typical help is usually 50% of the BSA registration, which right now is $80, so we do 40 of that. And then because we control the council fee, the $30 program fee, we can also, usually we'll waive about half of that. And depending on what the unit needs or whatever, we'll work with the unit to figure out the best deal that we can give them. So it helps. And if you don't know, the $25 joining fee is going away 1 April, so that's not gonna be an issue anymore. Anything else you want me to cover?
No, you're good, Aaron.
Any questions?
Any questions? Alrighty, so we will move on to recruiting tables and joining nights. If you guys want to join me over here, we'll start how we're starting to establish a joining night. Can the people on Zoom, can you hear me?
Let me switch to the camera.
I unmuted you.
Okay.
Oh, somebody's not, you there?
Yeah.
Okay, let me do my speaker real quick. Say something out.
Can you hear me?
Can you guys hear Mark right now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
coming
I
in
got
good.
you.
Alrighty, so joining night, right? We wouldn't
Okay,
have
hold
this.
on, Mark. I don't think they're hearing you.
They said yes.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
sorry.
So on joining night, we would put this out right out front, so you can put our sign here. You can put anything you want, join us tonight, 6 to 10, Cub Scouts, Q&A. The other side of the sign has the unit on it. And then we would start out, and this would be table 1, so it would be the first table that you would have come out here. And so station 1, that's where you have the parents are greeted and sign in, they explain the room setup, and they will rotate to the tables, also explain in the parents packet, which that's what this is. So this is what we gave out in Aberdeen, and this is what we're gonna start giving out in the district and the council is a packet, and you can order this from Jessica. And in this packet, it has the welcome Cub Scout family flyer, and that tells you all about joining Cub Scouts. We're working on a troop level.
Hey, Brazel, hold on, buddy.
There's the BSA commitment to safety, and also there is a form that says that resources that you have for scouting. It also gives a couple free patches to the new scout. It also has the knot tying, and it also has a rope to tie the knot. And we also have a form about Cub Scouting. Before I move on to this next station, this is where we would kind of tell the parents that they could take their kid to the center, and this is where we would have the games. And all the kids could play games. I brought the Hot Wheel Pinewood Derby, so kids could play games. When we did it in Aberdeen, the kids, we had 20 kids playing Jenga, and about 3 or 4 playing, doing coloring. So give them a variety of options depending on the kid. One kid and his dad just sat and colored for about 20 minutes. But then we'd move to the next station, and station 2 would explain the Cub Scout program and the Scout BSA, and you could and explain the Scout BSA program or venturing, whichever program you're recruiting for. It provides copies of the calendar, your meeting times, and your information. And this is what I ordered this last year from council. And then your station 3 would be the parents. This is where the parents fill out their applications. And the fees would explain your financial assistance forms, which is what Dan showed you at the Growing Leaders Fund. And also, and what are the other costs can be expected? So that's kind of why I put the Friends Closet flyer here, because Friends Closet helps people in need for the expenditures of the uniform. And also you'd explain how much they would have to pay for their books and all the materials they would need. And also if you guys do unit dues or not.
Hey, Brazel,
Station 4
Brazel,
would
Brazel.
be where you do your final checkout, and fees would be collected that night. If you're doing fees collected, you'd collect your application. You'd also have, make sure that you're confirming that, with the first table on who, as they sign up, who is paid. Okay,
Brazel.
so
Brazel.
Station 5 here would be where we will recruit our leaders. So you discuss the need for adult leaders, pass out leadership descriptions, and talk about the parents' meeting and answer any final questions. So on here, we have welcome new Cub Masters, the welcome lion or tiger den leaders, welcome new wolf den leaders, new wolf and bear den leaders, and welcome Weeblo den leaders. And then you have your welcome new committee members and committee chairs. You also have your friends of scouting, and also in case you have somebody that comes in and they're like, I was a scout as a kid, you can talk to them about the BSA alumni program and the BSA Alumni Association and helping them get involved, because they might not have a kid scouts, and you can talk them into being a den leader or a committee member and getting them back involved. This is also the table where you put your leadership training and your and upcoming camp, so you can talk to the parents about those as well. Any questions?
Can I just add it?
Yep.
So we're building these kits for the join night. Your unit's gonna have a join night. So we will have those hopefully done in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So you can check these out. And we will actually have signs that you can put on the tables. Now, the idea of this, how many have been to a join night or a parents night or a new scout night where you have all the parents sit down, somebody takes the kids off someplace, and then you just talk to the parents for 15, 20 minutes and hand them a bunch of paperwork, right? This is the way that BSA is teaching our new professionals how to do it. And it's online now in the recruitment resources. This is the style. And now we had the big social room. So the tables were more spread out. Parents don't want some stranger to take their kid off into another room anymore. Okay, that's just not the way we do it anymore. The advantage to doing these tables is that when we get it in Aberdeen, nobody was waiting for someone to talk. They were greeted as soon as they came in the door, and then the parents can work through the tables on their own pace. There's no whole group going here. So somebody that shows up right on time or even early can start right away. They're welcome. They say, okay, go ahead and move on to table 2. Somebody explains the program to them, they call you to do the paperwork, and they can either hang around and talk and let their kids play for a while, or they can be right out the door. There's nobody sitting around waiting for someone to talk to them. So, and they get to talk to several people. The key to making this work is just making sure you have enough space, stuff in the middle, so parents can see their kids having fun. Because when they come, they want to see what their kids are going to be doing, right? So this gives them an opportunity to see their kids having fun. Mark pointed out, we had a couple kids that didn't even know each other, that boom, we're right on the Jenga game. Knocking it over every 2 seconds and driving me nuts, but they were knocking over the Jenga game and just having a blast together. So, and they'd never met before. So this is what we recommend. The thing that you're gonna have to make sure, it just can't be one parent sitting behind the table. You need people at each table. So maybe your treasurer is over here doing, collecting applications and money, and maybe the Cub Master, whoever's recruiting adults over here, whoever your most friendliest person over at the intro table, committee chair or someone, or committee chair. You just have to figure out the tables. If you don't have enough people, look at combining the tables. But we will have these kits. These things are really cool. The new leaders stuff. It's a form.
I was impressed with that.
Yeah, it's a form. It's like 4 pages.
Yeah.
We shrunk it down to half page. It's actually 2 pages you print it, but And we will get those to you. We will get those to you from the council. You just have to ask us what you, ask us or tell us what you need.
Yeah, it's kind of like similar to the email that we talked about, like, oh, you decided to be a cub den leader, now here's your information you
Right.
need, yeah.
So that's the whole idea of this setup is to keep everybody there. Nobody waits. You get them through and then at the end of the night, you see how many new kids you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Exactly.
Thank you for setting this up too, by the way.
We're gonna have this in final.
Yes, this will be at the Pinewood Derby. Yep. This will be,
Just whole setup.
yeah,
Yep.
yes, well, I'm also the Nunavut District Membership Chair, so yes, this will be at Pinewood Derby.
Well, yeah, it was asked whether or not you'd have an opportunity to recruit, so.
Yes,
We
there,
just
there,
wanted to reach out and help, they could offer their services for that if there was people available.
and that email will be coming out soon, asking units if they want to, volunteer and run an hour at the District Pinewood Derby, event. That's the other thing that's one of the things that we're working with the Olympic District membership is getting out and getting more into the community and doing different events and assisting the units to do recruiting events.
One other thing, if I may, on that table right there, can you pick up one of those packets? Right in front of you? Yep. We have these at the council office too, and it's a leader package of that stuff that's sitting on the table in front of you is inside of them. So there's information there for them. You can put your own troops or pack schedule in it. Open one up, just dump stuff out.
Well, that's what's all over.
There's stuff on the, yeah, that's what's on the table, the patches. So, we can provide these to you too as well. So you just have to tell us what you need.
And then, yeah, you can also get these signs,
So, yep.
but yes. And she'll make you this, so then you get a QR code and it'll send them right to your unit. And that's one of the things we're working on as a district is getting a QR code for every unit. So it'll send you right to that.
Every unit has one already.
Yeah, that's what, that's what we're trying, that is what we're trying to give you the information to get to that, because I know a lot of people have said that they did not know that they had access to that. Does anybody have any questions about or any information about how they do their membership booths?
I may have to turn up my speaker so stuff to hear. Okay, we can hear you now. You might have to turn off those now. Okay, try it again. Anybody got any questions online?
Put them in the chat too, now.
One thing I did want to say was I made a little pamphlet booklet thing last year that has contact information for all the units, as well as their QR code that goes to the online applications, as well as meeting information for those that posted the on there like via Scout Pin. So I have a little document that I made with all that information in case anybody wants it or needs it. It was that was a lot of time. That took me a long time to put that together, but I have it in case anybody wants it.
And then like at our membership booth that we do at the Grace Harbor Fair every year, we set up I set up a monkey bridge. And I make sure that we put a bracelet on their hand with that QR code when they go home. And that makes sure that I know that they filled out a waiver and also, so their parents see it and they're like, oh yeah, how do you join Scouts? Oh, just scan that little barcode right there. And you know, you can't just stand there with a booth saying, please sign up for Scouts. You gotta make it fun. You gotta make it something, an activity that the kids are gonna come and want to participate in. Oh, mom, I want to go do that. That draws everybody's attention. And so.
Okay.
How much are the parent packets? You can get those from council. You don't have to pay. You can call the council office and Jessica will get them for you.
You wanna go back to this camera now, or?
Yes, we can.
How much are, parent packets?
We don't, you don't have to pay for the parent
If
package.
we have them, we'll give them to you for free.
Copy.
It's still on your camera. too.
Is it transferring over?
I don't know how to take it off of that. Let's see.
Well, technically, there it is.
There it is. We're back.
Alrighty. The one thing I do want to bring up with the adults, and since it's a new change in the adult membership, is the adult membership is not approved until the background check is cleared through national. So you can't be planning a trip on Saturday and sign somebody up on Thursday and say, oh, they're registered. No, the change has come through that, no, they're not approved until until their background check is cleared. And then,
Hey, Mark, can I ask a question?
yes,
So just to be clarified, because some of the rules have changed more recently and the subjects come up a few times. Parents' attendance for becoming an adult member in the troop. Parent attendance for a hike versus an overnighter, does it matter, or do they have to be registered for all activities? That's another question that keeps
No,
coming.
only overnight. They can go on a day activity.
So parents can go on a hike without being a
Right.
registered leader.
They cannot be counted as the.
Youth
leader.
21.
Right. They have to be registered. They
Two
count
deep
for the.
still
2D.
needs to be present.
Right.
And I thought that was the case, but we were a little gray.
Yeah.
On some of these with changes coming so much. So.
Yeah,
thank you for
daytime
the
activities, they're
clarification.
fine. Again, you just can't count them as part of your 2D leadership.
Gotcha.
Clarification, because I keep getting asked this question. Cub Scouts have a family exception from overnight.
Yes.
Not all parents need to be registered.
That is correct. So for Cub Scouts, a parent can attend, but they can only be responsible for their own child.
Yep.
They cannot be part of the 2D leadership either at the den or the pack level.
yes, and all the forms and all the applications that we just showed you, all of it can be found on scouting.org. All of it is under resources on the national website under scouting.org. And then. All right, Mike, you share, you're gonna be host, Mike, and then you're gonna share the closing and close it out for us.
Okay, buddy, I need the closing.
I sent it to you.
Oh, shoot. Let me look again.
While he's looking.
While he's looking, we will do John, you wanna do a commissioner's minute, or do you want me to? Do it?
I thought you might want me to do a commissioner minute. Well, good evening, everyone. We appreciate you guys coming tonight. I know we wanted to try something a little different this time and see if we can get some more folks to show up, and it looks like we have got a few more folks to show up. A couple of things I did just want to say really quickly, goings on with the district. We have officially, as of yesterday, completed recharter. So round of applause, yay.
Everybody's
This is all
done.
very exciting. Everybody's done. This is all very exciting. So with that, I want you guys, even though now we're done, I want you guys to think and start thinking about this for next year. I would really like to see us do this process more quickly and more efficiently next year, and this year, and that is a goal of mine personally. So the process is going to look quite a bit different this year for recharter. And as I get some more information from National about what the recharter process is going to look like, I will get it out to you guys. I'm also in the process of developing some training that I'm going to give you guys to share out to all the units, as far as what the membership renewal looks like now. which you can do now as of like a week ago. Meaning that now you could pay if you individual members can renew their membership through my.scouting without having to wait until recharter to do it. Because now everybody is on a 12-month cycle. So if you join a unit today, your renewal is not going to be December 31st of next year or this year. Your renewal date will actually be February 28th of next year. So that's something really important. I think we just need to share out with folks as we're going out and doing recruitment and everything. So I also did want to share with you guys as well some other things that are going on. We have we have started a new venturing crew in Rochester, crew 9333. We are in the process of starting 2 new packs in Grace Harbor. I hope that both of those will be spun up and ready to go by the end of March. The one in Aberdeen should be getting spun up and starting next week. So that is really, really exciting. We are also in the process of spooling up the girls troop with Elma, with the 4014 guys in Elma. So they will be, getting that hopefully done in the next couple of weeks as well. So, I want you guys to know that the units are growing. We are starting new units all over the place. So, keep on keeping on the hard work and the good work. So good job, everybody. Happy to take any questions anybody has.
It's a quiet group.
That's all right. It's always a quiet group. That's why they put me in charge, because I'm the loudest one. So thanks, everybody.
Katie's got her hand up.
I'll just ask the
Oh,
question.
yes.
I'm sure that more people want to know the answer, but now that the council troop recharters are done, when will the process be starting for other positions, commissioners, merit badges, things like that? Do you have that information?
That is already happening right now. So Cindy is in the process of going through all of the merit badge counselors right now. So I'm not sure where she's at in the process at this exact moment, but I know she's working on it right now. So hopefully, but yeah, I'll let Darren speak to that a little more because he sees it a little more often than I do.
Yeah, so what's happening now, if you haven't noticed in the last week or in the next couple of weeks, if it hasn't already happened, whatever your paid registration, the latest or the furthest out paid registration you have, which most of us is probably 12/31/2024 right now, all of your registrations will automatically get extended to that date. We're waiting to see how that works with the merit badge counselors because it should apply to everything. So we may not even have to recontact or renew any merit badge counselors unless that is their only position, which we don't have a lot. Most of them are registered elsewhere. So Cindy's figuring that out, and at those merit badge counselors that need to be registered, she will contact them one-on-one. So the best thing to do is around the end of March, look at your thing and see if merit badge counselor is on one of your positions and see what the expiration date is. And if it is 31 March still, then contact Cindy. But yeah, we're hoping that it works as they say, it works as good as they say it's going to. Yeah, it should make our job easier, even at the district and council level positions.
I kind of had an idea, but I have a feeling there were a lot more people that probably wanted to know.
No, yeah.
Oh, sure, yeah.
We're excited about it,
And all those
it's gonna save
things
us so
are
much
coming up
time.
for the rest of us, so.
I also do want to say I did because my primary is with was with the district as a commissioner and everything. So my renewal is coming up in March, and just for funsies, and so I can document the process, I went through and did the renewal process online, and it was extremely painless. So
While you were talking,
hopefully this will. What's that?
I saw while you were talking, I pulled up my scouting account and I showed really quick at the top right, it gives you a little thing that tells you that your registration is coming up due. So you can see it yourself.
Exactly. Yeah, and I took a lot of screenshots of that whole process, so I'm going to put together a slide deck, hopefully soon. I got a couple of slide decks I'm working on right now. I'm doing some of the training, but I will. I'm hoping to have that done soon so I can share it with folks. So yeah,
Awesome.
All right, thank you, John. Again, if you are on Zoom, please put in the chat group your name and your unit so we can we know who participated via Zoom. And since we're talking about membership and recruiting, we found this video online and we thought that it would be interesting to show why several different units and remind ourselves why we're doing this. All right, Mike, you're good, dude.
I'm Jen, Assistant Scoutmaster, Troop 299, Brooklyn Center, Minnesota. As a mom of boys, my job was primarily to be the driver to scouts. My husband was a leader, he was involved, but I was really the mom that just sat in the back of the room. And after doing that for a while, my Scoutmaster approached me and invited me to be a volunteer. And I felt completely unqualified to do something like that. And he invited me again. I realized I didn't really have an outdoorsy background. So after I got some training, I went to my first summer camp and I was exposed to all these outdoor opportunities that I'd never been exposed to before. And it unlocked this desire to do all these fun things that I'd never done before. And since then, I went from being the mom sitting in the back waiting for the scout meeting to be over to this person who loves adventure. Had it not been for that Scoutmaster inviting me, including me, I would not be doing all the things that I love to do outdoors today. I'm extremely thankful for scouting, for igniting a passion in me for the outdoors and just exposing me to things that I didn't even know I love to do, that I do all the time now. So for that, I'm really thankful.
I'm Tommy Lee Hayes Brown. I'm Troop Committee Chair with Troop 63. I got into scouting through my son. My son saw another scout selling popcorn, so we went over to support that scout. And the scout was telling my son all about the fun things that you can do with scouting, the bow and arrows and the canoeing and the fishing. And he was in 4th grade at the time and was really excited about it and really wanted to do it and was relentless about it for 2 years. So 6th grade, we joined Boy Scouts. And at that time, I have 4 sons, so we all just did it together. And through scouting and my son needing a den leader, I joined the organization and eventually got so involved and loved every aspect of it that it took me out of my comfort zone. And what I gained from it was really unexpected, is that, some lifelong friends. And because I was around so many great kids and so many great parents, it's like, I really want to be a part of this organization. What you put into scouting, you get out of scouting. And I got a treasure trove. So.
I've been in scouting for over 14 years. I love the program. I believe in the program. Some of the stuff that we notice living here in Austin, Texas, is kids come into scouting. A lot of times they're a little bit on the nervous side, don't really know what to expect. And it's a deal where we start to let them know the advantages they do have in scouting. Some of the things that scouts are learning, and when they come in, the role models aren't quite there that a lot of us have. That's where scouting kicks in. We are role models. We show them that there's other alternatives for them. Not only does it affect the scout himself, but it also helps affect their family life. Because their parents sometimes join in and they start learning how to be better leaders.
Profession that they guys, he was at the national meeting. They're true
That's it.
help. People around.
All right, and that's we share that because it is about scouts. Our focus is about scouts, right? But we can't have units without leaders. So we also want to recruit leaders. So that is part of membership and recruitment too. I really appreciate everybody coming to Roundtable. Anything that you guys want to have happen in Roundtable, any information you want, what programs you want, please let us know, and we will make it happen. We want to make Roundtable better. We want the district Roundtable to be a success. Please let us know. Thank you everybody for coming.
John, if you want to stop the recording. Thank you, Michael.
Thanks, Mike.
I am not currently
Yeah.
host.
Yeah, I'll stop the recording.
Okay, cool. Please give him feedback if there's something else you want to see or what you thought of tonight. Was it good? Okay, whatever. Just please, it could be in public or one-on-one or whatever. But please give him feedback. He really wants to make sure that we're delivering what you need, not what we think you need.
Great job, Mark.
Good job, Mark.
Good job.
Good, very informative.
We're improving. This is our first hybrid version. So, I'm sorry for some glitches, but we are trying to make it work, so, because some people can't get here because of the distance.
Yeah, dude.